Hi. And here we are. I am Tanya Leek, for those of you who don't know me. And I am the founder of Embody Well. And we have a challenge going this year called Lighten Up. And Lighten Up is a mind body challenge. So this isn't just about lightening up in the body, this is about lightening up overall, bringing more light into your life. And I am so pleased to share this with you. So if you haven't seen them in the past, we have a monthly challenge. And the monthly challenge for you to lighten up this month in August is to lighten up and find your tribe. So, what does that mean? What does finding your tribe mean? So, I define your tribe as the set of both inner and outer resources that support your ongoing overall growth and well being. And with the tribe, we are really talking about the people in your life, right? There's a quote actually by Nipsey Hussle that I love called, "If you look at the people in your circle and don't get inspired, then you don't have a circle, you have a cage." You want to be inspired by the people around you. You want them to encourage you, to keep you accountable to your goals for growth and your overall well being. And I have something I call my tribe network support model, which has some suggestions in terms of the types of roles that you might want to be around you and support you, right? Because the question is, you can lighten up your life by sharing your load. And that's what life is all about. We're social creatures, right? Our relationships are such a big part of who we are. And they reflect our choices, what's important to us. So, how does your network of friends and family, your tribe, your chosen family, how do they contribute to lightening up your burdens and relieving your stresses? And I have to say, I mean, I feel blessed, and I know so many other people out there are blessed to have a wonderful, wonderful circle, not cage, of friends and family that supports, encourages, inspires me. So thank you. I don't want to even say any names because then I'm going to go down this whole list. But I did do something on LinkedIn to really give honor to those people in my life that have been inspirational and supportive. So, again, how do these people in your circle support the activities that are in your best interest and that contribute to your overall health and well being? I mentioned the tribe network support model. I also use what I call my serve model. My serve model is the way in which I do a little bit of a inventory with the people in my life, particularly if I'm experiencing stress and it seems to be when I'm around certain people. So the serve model is a best interest assessment model, right? And this is talking about people in your tribe. Are they in your best interest? And it's not one of those things where you take the test, do the assessment, and you say, well, no, so you're out. You can choose to do that. But what I encourage you to do is just think about why you answer the questions that way. So serve, I'm just going to go through it, is an acronym. It stands for S, do you feel safe and supported when you're around the people in your tribe? If you don't, again, not a deal breaker, but certainly something to consider. What is it that makes you feel unsafe? What is it that makes you feel unsupported? So that's just an example. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. If you want to talk more about it, DM me, get in touch. E, right? This is the serve model. S, safe and supported. E, are you excited? So when you know that you're going to be dealing with that person, interacting with that person, being with that person, are you excited about it? R, when you're with that person, do you have this feeling of being wrapped? These are my two favorite words, by the way. Wrapped and riveted. Are you does time just fly? And are you absolutely engrossed in what's happening, the interaction, the conversation. V, do you feel valued and valuable? Do they make you feel like you're contributing something to their life, the same as they're contributing to yours? And the last E is for when you have been with that person, when you've talked to that person, when you've interacted with that person, when you've worked with that person, do you feel expanded, enhanced, or did you feel a sense of enjoyment? Any of those are, but there should be this positive feeling from being around. So, two things: the tribe support network model, to think about, what do I have? Do I have non-judgmental listeners in my circle? Do I have people who bring a positive perspective? People who give me another perspective overall? Do I have a big sister, a big brother? These are the kinds of things that, again, you don't have to have them all, but just doing an inventory and seeing, what do you need in the moment? And do you have that so that you can continue to grow, continue to support your own well-being? And there's the converse, which is where the serve model comes in, right? Are there negative influences, right? Are you in situations with certain people where you're feeling unsafe and unsupported, where you're bored, you're not anywhere near wrapped and riveted, you're at the other end of the spectrum? So when you use these two tools, you can really curate the tribe, the people that surround you. And that contributes to not only your health and well-being, but as a part of that, it helps you bring light into your life. You have someone to share your burdens and your stresses and your worries, someone that you can talk to. And again, as I mentioned, whether it's that they listen, that they are your cheerleader and they're like, yeah, girl, I know I did this, or yeah, bro, I know I did this. Whatever it is. And remember, this is all about what you need. So these are all tools in your toolbox. I'm happy to work with you. This is your challenge for this month, is to really reflect on who's in your life, your tribe, and what they bring. And I do have to mention one thing. I mentioned in the definition of tribe that it is your inner and your outer resources. And what that means is that there are your outer cheerleaders and your non-judgmental listeners and your supporters and your accountability partners. How are you that for yourself? How do you play those roles for yourself? In an ideal world, you have those things outside of you as well as inside of you. And there is a program and a play shop that I have coming up with my co-creator, Phoebe Jonas, to really explore that. We call it the mirror board, and it is a way to look at all of the aspects of you, right? I'll give you an example. I have one aspect of me that is, I call her Shanae. My middle name is Shanae, so it didn't come from any, don't attribute that to anybody else. It's what my mama gave me. And her loving mission for me, which is how we speak of it, is to make sure I don't get taken advantage of, to make sure I get the best deal, according to her. So she's the one, when I got a call for the manager or get online with customer service, I'm looking to that resource that's Shanae, my inner resource. And she does a lot of stuff that you may be familiar with. But that's how I channel her and get ready for her and all that she brings to the situation. Now keep in mind, Shanae doesn't always the best aspect of me to bring to every situation. She's great for those situations I just talked about. But then there are other situations when I need something different. When I need maybe my Zen tea reflection is what we call them in mirror board speak. And Zen tea is her loving mission for me is to have peace and to spread peace and maybe achieve world peace. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you're interested in really exploring your inner tribe, then please check out the mirror board and the play shops that we have coming up. There's one at the end of August, which is Aspire, which is actually looking at reflections that you want to see more often in order to reach your goals and your vision for yourself. So I am more than happy to talk to anyone that is interested in really lightening up, finding their tribe, and using any of the tools that I mentioned to connect with and celebrate your inner and outer resources, your tribe. So thank you, and I hope to talk to you soon. And I hope August has you both celebrating and maybe cleaning a little house when it comes to how you're surrounded and who you're surrounded by. And I hope that the information that I've given you is helpful. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Lightning.